the startup scene is growing, and I think in terms of the 5G development, it will be a lot more with a use case. For example, I think with the recent Malaysian first unicorn, Kasem, so actually it's a car rental marketplace that provide you can rent the car any place in Southeast Asia, right? And also in Australia. So but of course behind that there's a very strong tracking capability, fleet management and stuff like that. So I think as the logistic industry is growing with 5G, so fleet management, the kind of IoT system and stuff like that, I know that Taiwan is very strong in terms of that. So I think that is there's a lot of opportunity can be done. You look at if you don't look at one compete with the the stronger guys like I think Grab, Lala Move and all is in fact Lala Move also have both investment from Hong Kong and also Taiwan. Is very strong, and there are lots more logistic kind of industry. So I think it would be good that if we can list out some of the interested player in certain sectors, and we work on the vertical that will be able to provide, because I think the traditional industry also want to move to work with startup. So the oftentimes what they want to talk to us is they want certain level, which the Malaysian startup may not have, but then quite specific fleet management, a certain level of fleet management, because some are lorry, some are last mile and stuff like that. So and if that we would be able to work on certain verticals that I think will be able to match. Sometimes may not be startup to startup, but sometimes a lot of times it's actually traditional businesses who wanted to transform as well. And then of course you work with a local startup player. So I think that would be important. But I think the major hurdle maybe we need to discuss more is about two factors. One is providing financing, because I think you and I and I think all the panelists over here understand that one of the challenges is to when we want to do cross-border regional cooperation, right? Funding is an issue because the bank in Malaysia, bank in Taiwan, or the financing, may have doubts against the partners. So how do we bridge that both sides, because the Malaysian bank may know the local partners but don't know the Taiwan partners as well. So how do we bridge that kind of understanding? In fact, 5 years ago when we first started, a lot of Taiwan startup came to us so that we would be the guarantor for them to open up the bank account in Malaysia. Of course, the problem solved already. So I think we need to bridge that, because that kind of cooperation, 5G and all, need a bit more financing. So if we both sides we have ODA, government support or GLC, banks who really support that, I think that would be much more helpful. I think the other challenge is the human resource. Oftentimes it needs continuous research and maintenance, right? So it won't be one-off project. So so we need to, after the projects, we need to continue to train people, especially the students and the youngsters, to continue to work on that project. So I think that's where two hurdles we need to solve it. So if we want to really push for that vertical, we need to get financing, whether government or the private sector has to agree on support these projects, this kind of model, and also continuous human talents training, because in Southeast Asia as well, we have a shortage of talents, and everybody is jumping, so for the projects to keep going, I think we need to maintain a sustainable, continuous human talent. And how do we do that? So I think for the this kind of projects, high level, especially 5G and the rest. So we need to make sure these two has some backup plans. so that be successfully implemented. So I think not only startups, but then the ecosystem that support the startup, that will support the regional startup cooperation is needed currently.